Hello, my name is David Hardy and I'm a managing partner and VP of People and Culture at Education Elements. I have this picture of my cousin and my son. This cute little picture when they're two little kids looking at each other for the first time, and unfortunately they have not been able to see each other again. See, my child is one of two boys who will have financial access to things that his cousin won't. It comes with a type of privilege. The kind of privilege, though, that makes my dad proud when he's able to explain to his colleagues what his sons do. However, the lived realities of those two babies in that picture couldn't be more alike. Kids that look like my son and my cousin will often be labeled, be told that their names are too hard to say, and the classes they need must be easier, and they won't have access to what they need. I think about this as I watch my son take his two-wheel bike without training wheels on and ride down the hill with such joy as he screams with so much happiness. But I could see one day and have that fear in which that joy will be seen as anger, and he's being told to slow down, that it's untimely. Right now, his black skin joyfully rides through a cul-de-sac neighborhood, but his mere presence will one day have the impact mine has in areas of privilege. On any given day, my son will be holding my hand and we're walking across the street and a white woman clutches her purse, or we're followed in stores, or worse yet, told to go back to where we came from. My degree from Colgate University in economics cannot calculate the judgment that I feel, or my master's degree from Columbia University isn't going to overcome the challenges that we see when people see us. It never really came full circle until we bought not only our first, second, but our third home here in DC, when I really was concerned. We looked at a wonderful neighborhood, found out that they wanted our papers for employment and where we worked, which was perfectly fine and perfectly normal, a process we went through with two other homes. However, this time they came back again to verify our employment and then came back again asking us to verify the verification. To some that may not seem odd at all, but to me as a black man in America, I can't help to question what was the real intent behind their questioning. They were trying to slow me down on my bike. As I look at my cousin and my son in that picture, I want to make sure that their dreams are not deferred. I'm hoping that the new reality that they see is one that starts with our humanity, that connects us and will connect us to a better tomorrow. Our nation's children are in classrooms, and classrooms are not the problem. It's the systems behind it. Our leaders are investing a lot of time and resources that may solve one problem, but not all of them. Not the problem that divides us and perpetuates the idea of the haves and the have-nots. The generations of intentional system design are founded in inequity. They're founded with the framework that allows schools and districts to utilize policies and practices and protocols that are inequitable, that may create incremental change, but will not uproot racism. By making better ways for things to be done, the more people will see success. Our path to success is through the systems of educational equity, methodology, or SEAM here at Educational Elements that we designed. There are three core components of the framework. We believe for any system to improve, they need to connect, include, and create the people in their community to create the change in action. Unfortunately, we don't go far because of the fears of race and racism, but the reality is those things are real and we need to address them. The best way to address them is to get to the base of the systems, not the symptom. Once we're able to do so, we're able to bring the right people to the table and connect us to the problem that is in front of us. We spend significant amount of time trying to decide and understand what the problem is with the community who is deeply impacted by the inequities. From there, we create a space through our include phase so that leaders across the community can sit at the same table to understand the choices they need to make for their school district and for their school community. Those who are sitting at the table are the ones that are going to drive the systemic change. And that is not your typical district decision maker. It is those that are impacted by the changes that are needed for systems to be equitable. From the include phase, we move to the create phase, where the solutions generated at that decision-making table with the community are now looking at prototypes in which they will be tested to see how well they will work and ensure that the right ones are creating the equity we want to see for school children across this country. As a country, we have begun to look at educational equity to improve academic outcomes and access for kids, but we need to do it across all of our systems to ultimately make the world a better place for you and me and for every child screaming with joy as they ride down the side of a hill.